The INFJ and their extroverted sensing. All right, we're going to talk about this one today, people. All right. Well, for one thing, the extroverted sensing to the INFJ is their least dominant. It's their inferior function. Go figure. The actual sensing into the world is inferior to them. And I'm going to give you an example as to how it affects the INFJ on a daily basis. Let's see. Let's say your favorite author is getting a book out. You put this thing on order, and you've been waiting for this book to be released. All right, for the day you get your book. Okay, and you can't wait. So finally, you get your book, brand new. You can't wait. You go home, you start reading it, and you're reading it, and you're loving that thing. And before you know it, you're so wrapped up in that book, but all of a sudden, you feel hungry. You forgot you haven't eaten in 2 days because you were reading that book. And then you realize you're thirsty too. Gosh, you feel almost like you're sick because you haven't drank anything in 2 days either. Then you start looking around your house. Other things started failing. You haven't done laundry in like half a week. Yeah, the dishes in the sink piled up. Whatever it is, things are going to start being neglected, bottom line is what I'm saying, because you get so wrapped up in your imagination. You get so wrapped up in that intuitive, introverted world, which is your more dominant one. So you couldn't wait to get that book. Couldn't wait to get home and read it, and that's all you thought about. So everything else kind of slipped aside, and all of a sudden, your lawn is getting piled up out there. Your car is starting to squeak. Fan belts are starting to squeak. Everything got put off. All right, that's what they tend to do. And it might not necessarily be the book, but it's just little tasks around their life that get put off to the side because of their introverted intuition, because that's their dominant function. Basically, it's the future planning, and it's the thinking, and it's the imagination. But usually, the extroverted sensing takes a back seat to even that. So all of a sudden, things start piling up. Maybe you start running out of things. You start realizing you don't have any soap. Or you go to eat something and realize that, guess what? You got a sink full of dishes and you got no forks left. You go to grab them and they're all done. You're gone. You realize now the shock factor kicks in. Oh my gosh. Now I have nothing. I have no laundry here. I just pulled the last pair of underwear out of the drawer. I don't have any left. All of a sudden you say, whoa, I neglected things that much. Yeah, usually they get to the point where things pile up so high that then they realize they have to do something about it because they basically ran out of everything. So usually that's what happens. But you know what? That book was just so much worth it now, wasn't it? Yeah, that book was great. Yeah, it was. Well, people, thanks again. All right.